Welcome to our new episode of the Diaries of Storybricks. My name is Rodolfo Rosini. I'm the CEO of Storybricks.
And I'm Stefan Murat. I'm the lead designer of Storybricks.
So today we're going to talk to you about the UI of Storybricks. So you heard a lot about Storybricks, and then we're going to do this amazing thing, but no one actually has seen the actual Storybricks in the UI. So today we're going to give you a walkthrough of all these bricks, how they interact, how you actually create a story and how you create a character, and who better than Stefan to walk you through this.
Okay, let's have a look.
Okay, so just after that part, actually, Stefan had to leave, and so I'm doing the recording on his behalf. So I just want to show you the first iteration of Storybricks. This is the pre-alpha. Just a few people have had access to this, and have been still developing, still adding features. But just want to show you how Storybricks works, and so you can get better understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. So the first thing is we have a list of stories that we previously wrote, and we have the default one. And so we're going to edit our default one, which is empty, and there are only a few characters, and then we're going to walk to others. So we have the tiny world. We have 4 archetypes that we predefined. So we have citizen, the guard, noble, and the merchant, and they all behave in a different ways. For example, if we want to add a guard, we simply click on the guard, and then we click here, and it will drop another guard. And we can navigate in this world and move around. It's roughly a square kilometer, so it's fairly small, just a demo. And then you can start adding the storybricks, the actual storybricks. So you can say the first storybricks is when a story begins, and then all the bricks are contextual. So for example, you can only here we can only add a subject. So one of the characters that we dropped. So we click here, and all the characters that we drop into the world appear. Of course, we can rename them. In the future version, you're going to be able to customize them a bit and so forth. So in this case, we take Tywin the Noble, and here we have a series of options. So he can be something. In terms he can feel a certain emotion. He can feel an emotion towards someone. He might want an object. He might own an object, or he might be willing to trade that object, right? And so the work now is to add more variety onto this, so you can actually create more interesting quests. So in this case, we can say is, and here we have a list of emotions. And it can be angry, it can be friendly, it can be respectful, and of course, it could be the opposite, right? It could be unfriendly, could be calm, could be unsociable, could be a coward, right? In this case, and obviously it can be a zombie. Very important. Obviously, in this case, we'll say he is afraid, and you can see here. He's afraid, and he wants a potion. Another feature that we're adding is be able to add sort of like some flavor text. So you can say he's afraid because he's been poisoned, and he's afraid he's going to die, and he wants a potion, right? And then we add the merchant, Barton. So Barton, he owns a potion, right? But he feels, and here's when it gets interesting, he feels unfriendly. So click here, becomes unfriendly towards Tywin. So he really doesn't like Tywin, right? So there's no option, no situation in which Tywin might meet this other guy, and the other guy, because he likes him, might give him a potion or anything. But he's willing to trade a potion for an apple, right? So here's the potion, and he wants to give a potion. To make it simple, we give the player he owns an apple, right? So you start the story, and you actually have the apple already. And so we exit the editor, we go and we play our story, and this simply launches an instance. We're playing on a server here. We're not playing on a client. So what we do, we see all these characters. They walk around. They have their lives. They're happy. They interact with each other. So you can see here, it's sort of like everything that's happening in my range, right? So the merchant never moves. He's happy, and he wants to trade. And the Tywin, the noble, he's super scared because he's going to die, right? So we try to talk to this guy. And so here we have a list of options, right? And so agree, converse, give, aggravate, commiserate, cheer up, demoralize, and so forth. And all these options are actually active. So they're all options that when you perform, the character will understand what they're trying to do, right? So we say hello, and he reacts fearfully because he's super scared. And we try to converse with him, and he says, "Hey, I'd like a potion. You know, what do you know?" And so we go to this guy, and we go to the merchant, and we say, "Hello, merchant. By the way, here I have the apple. You can see in the inventory." And so here we go and says hello, and he's happy, super, you know, "Hey, I'd like to trade." And so we talk to him, and he says, "Hey, I'll trade you a potion for an apple." And all this text is generated. So we give him the apple, and he trades the apple for a potion, and then and then we go to Tywin, and then we said, "Hey, hello, I'll give you a potion." And he's still scared, but now I gave him a potion, so he's no longer, and tried to cheer up, and he's no longer afraid. And he will cheer up, and now because he's no longer afraid, to start walking around, interacting with others, and he's happy, and he goes around. But this is a tragedy because our story is that in this case, Rodolfo is a powerful necromancer that can turn people into zombies, and we turn this into a zombie, and he's now a zombie, and he walks around and does what zombie does. So this is the very, very first outing of Storybricks. We are adding more and more features, as I mentioned, and this is very, 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 very basic. But just wanted to show you how exactly we manipulate the story. We're going to do some tutorials. We're going to add some improvements on the UI. But we've been talking about this a long time, and I really want to be able to let you guys see this with your own eyes. By the way, zombies, they actually infect others, so you will walk out and look for. So you can see he's actually eating his brains, and see one Sorcerer's brain. Now they have two zombies, and this plague spreads. And this was more to show how the zombification effect works, and how some trait can transfer to others. For example, someone is happy, other people can become happy, and all these changes in relationship, they all happens automatically. And the quests you create need to be very simple, but yet they're very, very powerful, which is sort of like the design. So, thank you very much for your time. We'd love to hear from you. These Dev Diaries, we use them to share what Storybricks is all about, and we would love to hear. You see, more zombies. We'd love to hear feedback, and so go visit our website, our forums, follow on Twitter at Storybricks, and we'd love to hear your comments. Thanks.